Party in Ebonyi State. This matter started when around 9th of June 2022, when primary election for Labour Party was conducted in Ebonyi State, and I was validly nominated as the governorship candidate of Labour Party in Ebonyi State. The primary was monitored by INEC, and subsequently my name was published by INEC as the governorship candidate of Labour Party in Ebonyi State. To my greatest surprise, when the second and final publication was to be made, the INEC went ahead to publish another name. But before then, I had already gotten the clue of what their manipulation and conspiracy was all about in INEC. So I quickly notified INEC that I have not withdrawn from the race, that I am still in the race. So when INEC didn't do anything as regards to the letter my lawyer wrote to them, INEC and the Labour Party connived to have a date for substitution primary without considering the fact that I have not withdrawn. Because the law is, before you conduct any substitution primary, the candidate must first of all write a withdrawal letter, personally deliver the withdrawal letter to the party, who will in turn deliver the same withdrawal letter to INEC. All of these things were not done. So when I saw the level of conspiracy, I approached the Federal High Court, Abakaliki. As God may have it, their substitution primary came on the 2nd of August. Then the court judgment came on the 3rd of August that nullified the primary they conducted and affirmed me the governorship candidate, because the judge there, Justice Rayman, was very explicit in his judgment. He ordered INEC to remove whatever name they have in their portal. And the name they have in their portal is Architect Edward Oko Eze. They ordered INEC to remove the name and put my name, Eze Oko, as the governorship candidate of Labour Party, because I have not withdrawn. They were not satisfied with that judgment. They had to appeal that judgment. So at the Court of Appeal, the accused suit was dismissed, affirming that I am the governorship candidate. They were still not satisfied with that judgment of the Court of Appeal. They went further to Supreme Court.
That's
INEC. That's Labour Party.
Okay.
Labour Party. So, as God may have it, I also defeated them in Supreme Court, which is the last court in Nigeria. And in all of these judgments that came, I instructed my lawyers to write to INEC, notifying INEC of the judgment in my favor, and that was done, sir. Here is the acknowledgement of all the judgment from the Federal High Court to the Supreme Court, and the notification to INEC that was duly served to INEC. So I was still not, because I was very, very positive as at that time, so I had to come down to Abuja myself, went to INEC with the judgments that INEC acknowledged, met with a woman, they said is the HOD legal department, named Mrs. Babalola. I met her with my colleagues. I told her that look at the position of the law, and the INEC has been duly served. So to my surprise, she said that nobody can compel her to do whatever we want her to do. I said, we are not pushing you to do, we are simply saying you people should obey the judgment of the court, because INEC is a creation of the law. INEC is not above the law. Then the woman became very, very upset and all of that. So I didn't stop there. I went up to meet with the commissioner of the legal department. I met her. I brought out my documents, my judgments to her. She went through all the judgment and said, please, I should not be distracted by whatever is happening here. That I should go down to Ebonyi and continue my campaign, that I am the governorship candidate. If by the special grace of God, Labour Party wins in that state, that I will be the governor to be sworn in. So with that, I left. She promised that the needful was to be done. So I went and commenced my campaign, my rallies and all that. To my greatest surprise, INEC continued to allow that name, Architect Edward Oko Eze, to remain in their portal. So with this, my people, my voters, my supporters were confused. How can you be campaigning that you are the candidate and INEC is showcasing a different name in their portal? This caused a lot of harm, a lot of damage to my political ambition. So with that, I said, okay, I am going to apply for the CTC Immediately after the election on the 18th of March 2023, I went to INEC, applied for the CTC of the governorship candidates of the 18 political parties that participated in the 18th March governorship election in Ebonyi. To my greatest surprise, gentlemen of the press, the name which court had ordered to be removed in their portal was still there, which is a flagrant disobedience to the court order. So why I approached the court is for the court to do justice to all of these things, to look into the matter and also tell us if INEC is now greater than the judiciary, than the law of the land. That is what brought us here. To the glory of God, the matter commenced today, and in the wisdom of the judge, he has adjourned the matter for 23rd of November for hearing. So we are here because we are law-abiding citizens. We don't want to take the laws into our hands. We want the law to do justice to this disobedience of court order. Thank you.
Thank you very much.